Kris Jenner is the renowned matriarch at the core of the world's most famous family, having hustled her way to the top alongside her 6 kids. But while a large bruise, always a dynamic she felt passionate about, the journey hasn't always been the smoothest. Kris was married to lawyer Robert Kardashian when she gave birth to their first daughter Kourtney in 1979, later welcoming Kim in 1980, Khloe in 1984, and Rob in 1987. However, it wasn't until 7 years later that Kendall came along, before Kylie arrived 2 years after that in 1997. In this week's episode of The Kardashians, which drops on Disney Plus tomorrow, Thursday, 13 June, Kris discusses how she had been desperate for her 2 youngest children, who she shares with ex-Caitlyn Jenner. In an exclusive clip shared with Tyla, she speaks candidly about motherhood with daughter Khloe, saying, "I know what it must feel like to want a sibling for your baby because I'd always had that feeling deep down in my heart and my soul. And that's why I had 6 kids." Kris adds, I had a baby at 23, and then every couple of years I had a baby for a while, and then I got married and had 2 more. So that was always my passion." At this point, Khloe cuts in saying, "And she was desperate for Kendall and Kylie." Looking up at Khloe, she agrees. "Yeah?" Khloe then continues, "You tried so many times. She had so many miscarriages." Kris nods, adding, Yeah. So I think I understand the desire." Kris previously opened up about her fertility journey in another episode of the hit reality series, as she compared her own experiences to Kourtney's. "I'll tell you that I got pregnant in 1994 and a miscarriage," she told her eldest daughter, who recently welcomed her first child with Travis Barker. "My body entirely shut down. It stopped making anything. I was moody and depressed. I was bloated. I didn't feel well." In last week's episode, the momager also teared up as she talked about the prospect of never being pregnant again, saying it was something she had really enjoyed. As Kourtney asked if she'd ever feel sad to go through it another time, Kris immediately started tearing up. "Don't make me cry," she said. "Pregnancy was my most beautiful experience, especially in her first one. My little pepper," she added. "Well, yeah, you turned out really spicy. I wasn't counting on that."